So, the conclusion to that story, Adventures with Dan. So, we camped there for a week, and on the fucking 7th day, I was like, okay, we gotta go. You know what I mean? It's like, it's time to go. We've been here long enough. I feel a lot better, rested, got used to the elevation, because we were at like 7,000 feet. He's like, yep, cool, I feel good too. I was like, all right, let's do it. We both had a couple bucks. We were fine, whatever, we had food. So, go up to like the main truck stop, and there was just like a table you could sit at, right? And so I'm sitting at the table, and this chick drives in. She's got a yellow Chevy Cobalt, or I think that's what it's called. Piece of shit car anyway, but it's bright yellow, little car. And she's wearing a Pink Floyd shirt. And I'm like, all right. She's like, they got a like an air pump here, like, I think my tires are low. And I'm like, oh god, she's got a southern accent. I'm already in love with her. And yeah, she was a nice thick girl. So I'm like, yep, I got you, girl. Just pull right over here, I'll fill up your tires, I got you. So I get her squared away, and I can see like she's got all this shit in the car, and I'm like, well, where are you going? What are you doing? She's like, well, I'm gonna go to South Dakota. I want to see Mount Rushmore, stuff like that. And I was like, well, me and my buddy are traveling east, and it's a little out of the way, kind of. I mean, it's still east, but it was like going north, or what. Anyway, it was kind of like not exactly the way we were planning on going, but it was like, all right, you know what I mean? South Dakota it is. So I was like, hey, can we come with you? Yep. So we get in the car with her, and so Jocelyn's like, clearly a fucking nut, and I mean, not a bad person, but just kind of fucking nutty. So we get in the car, and I think I still had I just got a bottle of vodka, so I was like, cool, let's fucking party. Not her, but she's driving, but I swear she was on Adderall. All right, she's like done. You know what I mean? She was fucking high. Fuck that bitch. She was a liar. But like a lot of people from West Virginia are. So she's fucking tweaking for sure. I don't know if she did meth, or I think it was Adderall. Anyway, so me and Dan are like, I get up front, of course, because, well, I'm the leader. And so we're riding with her, and we see this kid hitchhiking, and I was like, damn, girl, turn around, pick this motherfucker up, you know what I mean? We got one more seat. So we picked this kid up. So now it's like 3 dudes and her, and we're driving. And she's got this stupid yellow fucking car. Just like, what the fuck, right? Ridiculous, with North Carolina plates. So we get pulled over. And the guy was like a Marine vet or whatever. Like, I ended up talking to him for a while, But like a yellow fucking car. Anyway, so he's like, sure, like, we all have drugs or whatever. It's fucking Wyoming. They're kind of I don't know, prejudiced there, right? Against counterculture. So he thought, oh, he's gonna find something. So we all get out of the car, and the 3 guys, we just sit on the curb together, and she's like, I don't know, he brings her somewhere else, and they bring the fucking drug sniffing dog and all this fucking bullshit. Like, total, like, they harassed us. They were hoping to get paid, right? Harass and steal our money, right? Isn't that what they were trying to do? So they fucking harass us. They go through this whole deal, and so anyway, the guy comes over to me and he's like, so what's the story? I'm like, well, me and my buddy Dan here, we're hitchhiking, we're traveling. we met her at the truck stop. I filled up her tires. We start riding with her. We see this guy here, the other young kid. I was like, we picked him up. I made her pick him up. I don't leave a man behind, right? I'm like, you're a fucking Marine, you know that. And he's like, well, that's not what she said. Well, motherfucker, this is what I'm saying, and I'm honest. So I don't know what the fuck she told him. And I kept asking him, like, well, what did she say? You know? Like, should I just, like, not ride with her anymore at this point? Like, what did she say? And, guy, of course, he's a fucking cop. He won't tell me what she said, you know? But he's a Marine, so it was like he was conflicted. I could tell. He wanted to be honest with me, but he was, like, his cop thing fucking took over. His fucking bullshit cop, you know? The screen is getting dark, but I think it's still filming me. So, yeah. And I was like, well, and then a train stopped, like, right near where we were, and I was like, man, I might just go jump on that fucking train and fuck this bitch, you know what I mean? Like, she can suck it, goodbye. And he's like, hey, you can do that if you want to, once this investigation's over, right? I'm like, well, yeah, whatever, man. I was like, I already told you all my honest stuff, like, I don't fucking have anything, you know, illegal on me, and, whatever, you know what I mean? My warrants are non-extraditable. It's not your fucking problem, bro. So, yeah. So, like, eventually, I hear him talking about some, like, empty pill bottle and all this shit. So, she did have Adderall. She probably ate it all. And, so, like, it's all over. And the kid that we gave a ride to, he was just like, all right, see y'all. You know, he, like, fucking walked away. We were in Cheyenne, so we're on the outskirts. So he was just like, I'll walk it from here. This is too much drama for me. I mean, I was like, Dan, like, what do we do? You want to go fucking jump on that train sitting right there, or should we ride with this bitch? He's like, oh, we're riding with the bitch. I'm like, all right. You know, so we rode with her. So we get to Mount Rushmore, and, it costs $10 to get in. Now, all along the way, me and Dan took turns, like, fucking flying signs to get gas money and shit like that. You know, whatever. So, like, and we're, like, I wanted to yell at her, you know? I really did, because, like, if a woman flies a sign, she's gonna make, like, probably 100 times the amount of money I would make. You know, without a doubt, because people were like, oh, you're a woman, here's a fucking $100 bill, you know, but she's a lazy fat bitch. Oh no, I just said it again, didn't I? Anyway, and wouldn't do anything. She was just like trying to make us fucking, you know, fuel her journey. But so, you know, so anyway, I end up driving. I haven't had a license for, I don't know, 15 years at least. So I'm driving her car. And, so I'm like kind of nervous because we're driving through this one area where there's just like law everywhere because there's like a fucking wildfire going, you know? So I was like, fuck, man, we got to just go to Rapid City, you know? It's a big town. We can go make money there. If you want to go back to fucking Mount Rushmore, fine, whatever, but we'll have some money to do that. And so we get to Rapid City. Now, none of us had really slept for days, whatever. There were like 3 people in this little fucking piece of shit car. And she starts yelling at me. Like, you need to go make me some money. I want to go to a concert. And I want to go to see Mount Rushmore. On this shit. And I was like, bitch, you didn't even suck my dick last night. Like, what the fuck are you talking about? I need to do nothing for you. You know what I mean? Like, I need to be just nice to you. That's about it. Fucking go make you some money. Fuck you. You know what I mean? So I just was like, alright, well, I drove us to Rapid City. I was like, Dan, right now, I'm leaving her. She's done. You know what I mean? I just spent 10 years getting yelled at by a fat bitch. I'm not doing it again. And, so I fucking grabbed all my shit, you know, made sure I had everything. And I was like, hey, if you want to keep rolling with her, go ahead, brother. He's like, no, I'm coming with you. Let's go. So that's how me and Dan got to fucking Rapid City. Alright, y'all.